Guys, upgrade your quantum drives. Today's video is brought to you by GameGlass. GameGlass allows you to take control of your ship from a tablet or phone. All the key bindings are neatly divided into well-designed shards, meaning you always have easy access to the exact features you need, regardless of what you're doing. On top of that, GameGlass also works with Elite Dangerous, so extend your cockpit and get the full immersive experience. Follow the link in the video description and try GameGlass for free. If you like it and want more shards and features, you can either buy them individually or subscribe to GlassPass. Use offer code DTEA and get 5% off your first purchase. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Star Citizen with Down to Earth Astronomy. So there are many modules that you can upgrade in your ship in Star Citizen, and depending on what you're going to use your ship for, they can be more or less useful or have more or less use in this given situation. But I think one of the modules that is the most useful on most ship, and at least has been the biggest quality of life upgrade for me, has been to upgrade to a better quantum drive. There's a lot of performance to be had by upgrading from the stock quantum drive that you get on most ships. So what you see here is a little test where I took my Freelancer Max, I set off from Port Olisar and I flew the 57,000, million even, kilometers from Port Olisar to New Babbage. The test here is running at 2 times speed just to, well, make it a little bit more interesting to look at. And on the right, you will see me doing the trip with the Odyssey drive. This is the stock drive that comes on the Freelancer Max that will fly at 124,000 kilometers per second. On the left, however, you see me flying with the upgraded military XL1 drive. This will fly at 260,000. So this is more than double the speed of what you get with the stock Odyssey drive. This of course reduces my travel times significantly, but it does come at a drawback. One of those drawbacks of course being the price. You have to buy these modules in game, and an XL1 drive will cost you 94,000 Alpha UEC. Luckily it seems with most patches or character resets at the moment, you do keep these modules between resets. They might be unequipped from your ship and you have to go back in and re-equip them. And I have lost modules in the past, so you can definitely lose them. But do keep in mind that for the majority of times you will keep the modules, and between character resets you should just go in and re-equip them on the ship and you're good to go again. Now the other drawback is of course the fuel consumption. On the trip here, I ended up with the Odyssey drive spending 26% of the Freelancer Max's fuel tank. However, on the XL1 drive, I ended up spending 56% of fuel. So that's almost a little bit more than double, actually, of the fuel. But again, it's also a little bit more than twice as fast. So twice as fast, but it also spends twice the fuel. While the Odyssey drive finishes the trip here in the background, I just want to show you this. This is the DPS calculator where you can essentially do like full ship builds of your ships in Star Citizen. You can see where you can buy the modules and what they cost, but also how much fuel the ships consume. So if we're going to go over here, we're going to select ship and we're going to go into MISC. MISC, there we go. And we're going to select the Freelancer Max. We can see here that it comes refitted or pre-fitted with the Odyssey drive. As I said, 124,000 kilometers per second travel speed, meaning that it can make the trip from Port Olisar, this to Microsoft or to New Babbage, in just 8 minutes and 19 seconds. Well, just. But look at this. If I go down here to military and fit the XL1 drive, my travel time is now down to 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So I've been significantly increased my speed. However, it's not always you should fit the biggest quantum drive you can get. Let's go over and take one of my favorite ships, the Origin 100i. Really, really beautiful, sleek looking ship. And we can see here that comes default with the Expedition drive with 148,000, almost 409,000 kilometers per second. So that means this trip will take just over 9 minutes. But this is a smaller ship, so it needs a smaller quantum drive. But the equivalent to the XL1 is the VK that we can see here. But look at this, fuel warning. I'm not going to be able to make the trip because the fuel tank is just too small. That's what I said, they consume more fuel. So you might not be able to actually make the trip. This might not be a deal breaker for you. You might make that trip so rare that you don't really care. I'll give you an example, for instance. On a prospector, for instance, I would most likely undock that pretty close to my mining location, so I might not worry about getting that quantum drive, because you can see with a fully upgraded quantum drive, I can barely go between planets. I can only go bounce between the moons, and the travel times there are so small anyway. So it's not, in this case, I probably wouldn't necessarily upgrade to the fastest drive here. I'd upgrade a little bit in case I do want to fly around, but it's very rare that I fly all the way out to New Babbage, out at Microtech, so I might be okay going with, let's say, a burst drive. I'll be sure to link this site in the description. You can go and you can check it out. As you can see here, you can also like sit and play around with the different power plants, as well as coolers, shields, weapons, all that good stuff. I just have two more quick things I want to mention, and that is that if you are considering picking up Star Citizen and you use the affiliate code that I have that you can see here on screen, that will also be in the description, when you create your account, you will get twice the starting credit, and you help out the channel by giving me some references, which gives me some cool stuff in game that I can hopefully use in future videos. And the other thing I want to mention is, as awesome as upgraded quantum drives are, they will never protect you against 30Ks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give a like, subscribe, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.